The Lost Prince CD, Rituals in Purple. I found the Prince CD at a garage sale in Minneapolis. It had no label, just a purple jewel case with the symbol trident sign carved in with what I can only describe as very determined fingernails. The fingernails had Prince scratched into the delicate jewel case. The old man running the sale said, "That disc found me in a bag of churros. Take it before it chooses someone else." DVD Track 1, Sand Beneath the Nile. The first track started normal, funky, smooth synth, but the beat was off. Literally, it lagged behind the melody by 4 seconds, creating this weird echo that made me feel like my own thoughts had backup dancers. Prince began to sing about how Freemasons control the government and discussed how everyone actually has a third eye buried under makeup put there by their parents at a young age. Part reptile? Bah. Then chanting started. Not English, not Egyptian. Sounded like a dishwasher arguing with a saxophone. Saxophone. The liner notes, written on the inside of a Hot Pockets box, translated it to, "By track 3, the Prince Hispanic awakens." I wasn't sure what that meant. I hit next, DVD Track 2, Courtroom Mirage. This is when it got weird. The lyrics were just a guy whispering legal jargon over a distant splashing sound. Objection sustained. The water lied under oath. The faucet was complicit. Hydration is perjury. The CD skipped once, then played the sound of what I can only describe as an ancient Egyptian fax machine. I paused it to breathe. The room felt wet, but not damp. Judgmentally moist, like a humidifier was watching me and disapproving of my electrolytes. DVD Track 3, Osiris, the Funk X Remix. This track opened with a funky bass line, then cut to silence, and then the bass line continued, but in reverse. Each thump shook my cabinets. My cat began chanting. My ceiling fan spun counterclockwise, even though it was unplugged. I blinked, and suddenly I was standing on the kitchen counter, holding a spoonful of sand. The microwave was blinking, 3:33 a.m. It was 1:47 p.m. That's not how microwaves work. And what's worse, the microwave wasn't plugged in, and the microwave was actually a toaster. And there was toast in the toaster, and the toast that I toasted developed a satanic face of the artist formerly known as Prince, except the toast made better music. Anyway, I listed on eBay for $90,000 and some guy bought it, but I was out of food in the house and ate it on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, avoiding looking at the face as I chewed. I tried to eject the CD, but I was jamming it into a Walkman. Never heard of a Walkman? Maybe you should Walkman to Wikipedia and find out. My stereo screamed, "No," in Spanish, which translates to no. DVD Final Track. The artist is still watching. No music, just static. Then a single sentence, spoken calmly, clearly, by a voice that sounded a little too close to the one in my own head. "You've danced too close to the ritual. Put down the hummus." I didn't have hummus. Until I looked down, I was holding hummus. It was purple. Mold encased the hummus, and it demanded a blood sacrifice in the form of additional Prince food items. I went to Walmart, scouring the food aisle for anything that looked like Prince. All I could find was a sweet potato that seemed to resemble him. Maybe. Actually, it didn't look like him at all, but that sweet potato face just kept following me around the store. It was scarier than the CD. Maybe I should stop talking about the CD and think more about that horrible sweet potato that cut into me emotionally with its dead-eyed stare and promises of indigestion. Balance scale post-listening effects. Since playing the CD, my mirror reflects a version of me that's 10% more judgmental. I no longer trust ice cubes. Water in my home gives vague legal advice. I woke up wearing sequins I don't own. Someone keeps mailing me pyramids drawn on napkins, with the address removed on Sharpie, presumably by the mailman, who may be in on the conspiracy. My mailman looks like Prince, and I saw him at Walmart next to the potato. I'm fairly certain they are both conspiring against me. I got very close, trying to hear what he was saying. "Nothing compares to you," a voice whispered. It was my own voice. The potato was communicating and controlling me telepathically, and the same was true of the mailman. I looked in his mailbag and saw various tubers that looked like 80s artists. I was mortified, simply mortified. And what's worse is that I have a potato allergy, so eating the potato was out of the question. Eat me, the voice whispered. I ate the potatoes. Suddenly, my face began to swell up like a balloon. The nausea got the best of me, and I fell on the floor, wheezing. Maybe I'm just like my mother, she's never satisfied. Come with me! A Walmart employee screamed. I followed him down into the employee lounge, which had been encased in tinfoil and contained a secret network of underground tunnels that led directly to the Library of Congress. Masonic symbols lined the walls, and various people who looked like Prince leered angrily at me. I immediately left the store without paying. I went back to Walmart a few weeks later, holding several Prince CDs in their pristine jewel cases, and began cracking them. The evil souls fled as deep cuts formed on my hands, blood pouring from where I cracked the godforsaken compact disc. Various CG skeletons appeared, and I have no idea if they were Prince or not, because it's nearly impossible to identify someone based on skeleton alone. But I swear, the skeleton spoke, though in a low, muffled tone. How was the potato? Wait a minute, I ate that sweet potato several days ago while I was tunneling to the Library of Congress. How long had these strange translucent CG skeletons been watching me? They had headphones on, presumably listening to Prince records, and were no longer listening to me at all. They're still following me around, it's slightly agitating. I was at Burger King the other day and they told me I hope I brought an umbrella because it was about to purple rain. They're not even good puns, and that's ironic, because I could say something similar about Burger King and their buns, as in, they're not even good buns. Light bulb moral of the story. Don't buy unmarked CDs from garage sales. Don't listen to Prince. I repeat, don't listen to Prince. And never, ever represent yourself in court if your key witness is a glass of water.